Hi, I'm Brickroad, and my wife bought me an iced tea machine, but it doesn't work, so I'm drinking water like a fish. Hi, I'm Fishroad. Welcome back to Let's Play Risk of Rain. Today, I'm going to do a little bit, not a challenge run, but something kind of outside the box. I'm going to play Engineer, which is a class that I don't really like that much. All his attacks are a little wonky, and his main gameplay focus is being able to attack from a lot of different directions, but not for a lot of damage. So he gets into a lot of these really weird wars of attrition where he's just off to the side of the monsters and they can't reach him, but he can kind of plink them to death over the course of an hour and a half. But we're going to turn on Glass and Command and Origin today and do a limited items run. I have a list of items that I'm going to choose from. The goal is to build a drone army. Usually I play with Sacrifice, which means monsters drop items, but I don't have to deal with chests in levels. The problem with that is I almost just died 2 minutes into the Let's Play. Wow, go me. The problem with that is that drones don't spawn in levels, and drones are a lot of fun. So, in order to build a drone army, first of all, I need to get a drone on the first level. Like, if I can't get a drone on the first level, we're going to call a mulligan and redo it. Better to call a mulligan on the first level and make sure to go into the game with at least one drone. And we do. We have one drone up there. So we got that going for us already. The other thing we need to get is a use item as early as possible for the drone repair kit. So let's just walk through the Engineer's abilities real quick. This is his regular attack, these little bouncing trinades, and they're really kind of weird, but they have an angle that no other main attack does, which is kind of nice. I'm going to be using these harpoons quite a lot, because as you can see, they can hit anywhere. There's my first tier 2, which I like to see early. We'll grab that infusion right away. Beautiful. Let's go back and get those, that Imp Shrine. Engineer's really good at clearing out the Imp Shrines because of the other attacks he has. So, a lot of people love the Engineer. A lot of people favorite class in the game right here. It's not a bad class, I just don't enjoy playing it that much. There was an Imp Shrine down here, right? I'm not crazy? I'm not crazy, good. So he's also got... He can drop these little turrets, and he can drop these mines, right? Beautiful. There's my use item that I needed. Let's hit this one more time. 2 use items. That's not what I needed at all, but whatever. The drone I picked up, unfortunately, is a healing drone. Which means it's not going to attack. Which means it's not really the drone that we want. Healing drones are nice to have, but I've got this infusion for my long-term health needs. But we do need to pick up some tier 1s here. We do need to get... Whoa! Hello, buddy. How are you doing? Basically, for tier 1 chests, I'm going to be going back and forth between Goat Hoof and Mortar Tube. When I start getting attack drones, when they start appearing, whenever your drone attacks, it counts as though you attacked. So if you get a lot of on-hit items, especially the auto-target missiles, you can get a lot of those going at once. Let's go ahead and grab a clover. That'll help increase the number of missiles we deal with later on. We'll start stacking our Mortar Tube. Mortar Tube, stacking these doesn't increase the number of mortars you fire. Instead, it increases the damage the one mortar that you fire does. Which will make stacking a lot of those really nice for Providence much later in the game. Because Providence, I mean, the infusion is going to help us survive, but we do have Glass on, which means that one-hit kills are still going to be the order of the day. I'm going to feel dumb if there's a box up there, and there was, and now I feel dumb. I should have checked and seen if there was a box up there before exiting the level. but I didn't. So these homing harpoons are really what I want to be using until we get the drone army set up. Eventually we'll have enough drones that I won't have to attack at all. All I'll have to do is kind of put myself in line with the enemies and they will all get wrecked. What do we have in this shop up here? Nothing I want. We need to go check the other side of the level for drones real quick. This healing drone will help me survive like incidental damage, like especially from these blue elites, the lightning elites, until such a time as our infusion gets us enough hit points to be comparable with the monsters we're fighting. Because I'm not doing anything along the way of defensive items. Is that a drone there or is that a chest? I think it's a chest, but I can't kind of tell because it's behind. It was a chest, and it's a use item. It's the kind of chest we don't need. So I guess we're not getting a drone on this level unless there's one in the very far bottom corner. And there's not. And now I've got to go back up and around anyway. Now, a single healing drone does not a drone army make. And we're starting to spawn a lot of elites already. And none of my attacks go through walls, apparently. Those jellyfish are just safe no matter what they do. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get zapped here. Oh, I didn't. I'll get zapped up top here, though, this blue elite. So yeah, kind of a dud level. I suspect, I don't know for sure, but I suspect that each level is like weighted as far as what kinds and how many drones can spawn. Like, there's a flamethrower drone that I think only spawns in the magma barracks. This is not what I wanted to fight. This magma worm is not what I wanted to see. At all. Okay, I gotta pay attention here. Because my healing drone only gives me back 5 hit points per tick, which is not particularly effective. So I think we're gonna be using the mine strategy here. By which I mean I'm going to stay here, dropping mines on the ground, so monsters that spawn below me get punked. Okay, that's good. Next, I really think I want a Hopo Feather. And what I really want is some attack drones of some kind. But I mean, failing that, what I really want is a Hopo Feather. To get some more mobility going. Maybe we'll pop this chest while we're up here. I can turn this into a Hopo Feather real quick. There it is. Alright. So now, even with only the one Hopo Feather, I've got enough jump power to be able to fire harpoons kind of from midair. I can, like, hit the harpoons, or I could jump, hit the harpoons in the air, then hit my second jump. And stay in the air for almost the entire duration that I'm firing harpoons. The next thing I need to get is a Will-o'-the-Wisp. We're going to be going mostly missiles for our attacks, but I do want to get a couple of just passive attacks. Just to kind of help cut down on the tedium when we get really late in the run. I didn't really mean to jump down there, but I did. So we are going to take a couple of secondary kills. I think one Will-o'-the-Wisp and then one Ceremonial Dagger. Once we get a tier 3. Should be just perfect. But of course, what we really need more than anything is more drones. We really need to get some attack drones going. Then I could pick up an arms race, which is usually an item that's useless in my runs, because I love playing with sacrifice on. Because drones do not spawn when you have sacrifice artifact turned on, I usually never see them in my runs. Which means when we get the arms race item, which basically increases the power of the drones... Oh man, I'm gonna miss the item I would have got from His Majesty there. That's too bad. Yeah, arms race is usually a dead item for me because they increase your power of your drones, and I typically don't use drones because they don't spawn on sacrifice runs. But this run, we will spawn them. We're also going to go to Boar Beach, so hopefully we'll get a couple of drones in this level. And then go to Boar Beach, and then get this level again and get a couple more. That would make life really good. I mean, you know, I'm not going to say boo to a healing drone. Okay, I enjoy having the healing drone on my side. But I do kind of feel like the infusion is all I need as far as healing goes. Survivability is taken care of. We're going to nope on out of this Blighted Clay Man's area here. Oh, I almost missed a garbage can. Okay, so the official title of this Let's Play is Where have all the drones gone? They're just nowhere. They're nowhere. I'm a little bit flabbergasted. Oh, there's one. Okay, so it's a $366 drone, and it's an attack drone. Is that 66 or 86? I think it's 86. All right, so let's go fight some people and get this drone taken care of. The quiet part of the Let's Play. What I'm really concentrating on not dying. So we're still in this weird spot where one good hit from a monster could kill us. So I'm making sure I don't jump into the range of these monsters. I will take this mortar tube though. Alright, let's grab this drone, then run back to the top. And what I'm going to do is hit the teleporter, do another lap around to grab these items. I didn't want to open that. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. This is why attack drones are good. And we're going to have a bunch of these. The idea is to get a bunch of these. In addition to attack drones and healing drones, there's also laser drones, which fire less frequently than attack drones, but do a lot more damage. And then there's also flamethrower drones. Oh, there's another one here. Nice. Let's get that one next too. Let's hit the teleporter, then kind of go back down for it, I think. But the attack drones are basically the best because they can proc all of the all of my auto-target missiles and things. All of my incidental items that I'm going to get. Wait, where was the teleporter? It was way over here, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. Oh, I saw you there. I went to take a drink of water and almost got shot by a spider. There's teleporter. Okay, we'll hit this and go back. Hopefully we don't get trapped by an Ifrit up here. It's a Colossus. Okay. Shoutouts to McLean, who sponsored this video, and to everybody who makes this channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.